Hi everyone. Y'all, I am so sorry. I thought I was live. I put it on YouTube too, but I didn't. But hey Trisha, how are you? Welcome everybody to the live. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. If you want to share me out, please share me out. If you're watching the replay, I thank you for watching the replay. I want to say I enjoyed you guys on um, Saturday night. We had an awesome time. Thank you to the ones that gave to the Cash App, the ones that had gave the super chats. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all bless me. Y'all bless me. Y'all bless me. And I thank you. I'm so appreciative. It seems like we are growing a family now on Monica News and Views. And I appreciate, my family, you know so I appreciate y'all for giving, and I hope you guys enjoyed the live. On we may do that maybe once a month. We're gonna do that once a month. I got some things in the work I'm thinking of. Um, Around Thanksgiving, I want to give back to you guys. That means y'all not give to me, but I give back to the ones to you guys. That means that I am gonna do like I did last year, and I'm gonna do a giveaway. And then on Christmas, I want us to all come together and bless a mother or a family that is going through. They good. They good. Um, Child, I had peace. It's peaceful since they came back. They've been peaceful. That little drama, we just had to just let that just fall to the wayside. It was just sometimes, child, when people just dealing with multiple women and lying and scheming and stuff like that, child, you know, um, they'll anything can happen. Like that's why I say, be a man for one woman. That's it, child. Anyway, whatever. But I do want to say, for my members, if you are a member, if I want to get a calendar together, this is I'm gonna do a calendar for the end of the year. If you are a member, I am personally going to do a calendar for all 12 months, and the calendar will include my members, um, and my maybe a few mods, and myself and my children, and you will get some additional items that I'm thinking about doing. So if you are a member, send me one of your greatest gifts, your pictures to my email. Let me know when your birthday so I can add your birthday to my calendar. Um, because I'm going to do a calendar for with my mods and my members and myself. So if you want to take a specific month, then take a specific month. If you are a mod and want to be a part of the calendar, my mods are like family, so I want to include my mods. Let me know what month you want. It's 12 months, and I ain't got that many mods that be on here, so I think we should be able to cover everybody. Um, but anyway, y'all, on tonight, y'all, we're gonna talk about this man. His name is Mike Hickman. I definitely want to talk about this on tonight. Um, I definitely want to say this. It is so sad that grown folk, and I ain't talking about no specific color, because all races do this in a football game, especially when it comes to children. And I definitely want to say it's not that serious. It's not that serious when it comes to it. I had to tell myself that, due to the fact that my son plays um, pee wee football or youth football, and you know, it's okay to be passionate about wanting your child to win wanting your child to, but you have to teach your child have to don't take the love for the game, your child love of the game and turn it to your passion of wanting them to, oh, they're gonna play. I was like, oh no. I'm like this, I do want to say this, this man, his name is Mike Hickman. He what this altercation was, y'all. Was about um, and I need to edit his name. Um, the altercation was about a parent got upset at a call that a referee made and started getting upset. They started fighting and stuff like that. And I'm gonna show the video, y'all, because it gives you more detail. And all of a sudden, people start shooting, and Mike Hickman lost his life. My thing is, um, why are y'all bringing guns to a children's sporting event? This ain't no. This shouldn't even be a place. This shouldn't even be a place where you go to um carry a gun. I understand that things in life happen and things and stuff like that, but when it gets to the point that you don't take these kids' games that serious that you have to bring a gun, you have to reevaluate your life because it should never be that serious for you bringing a gun to a child sporting event and shooting up the place. Shot this man. Hey Reese, I know you didn't get no notification because child, I thought I had did it to Facebook and YouTube, but I only did it to Facebook. So um but I'm gonna show this video. This is very graphic, but it gives you details on, you know, I understand you want your child to win. Even me, like I want my child to be good at this, but what he's doing. But sometimes your kid ain't the greatest. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Like before I go further, like I was told by the man, like make sure that you putting your child in an organization or a football team with people that's going to show them how to play, how to effectively play the game, how to enjoy the game, and not be um all about the win. Right. Shot this man in front of his child. Yeah. This man died in front of his child. His child saw him dead, die, be shot and killed. That will live with his child for the rest of his life, all over a football game. That this ain't no professional football game, but a lot of people say that they be betting. Yes, they will. People be like the dads or whoever be betting on these children's football games, and I'm like, why are y'all placing bets on children? These are children. Don't take this stuff. So I understand some people live vicariously through their children, but I definitely want to say that these are children. This ain't no high school football. This is teaching the kids the it's supposed to be about having fun and teaching the kids the fundamentals of the game, how to play in the sport, mean how to have sportsmanlike conduct and let them know how it feels to win and lose because you ain't gonna win always and you're gonna lose sometimes. So but something like I was reading this post, and this is so true. Make sure that your child is on an organization that cares about them and how they grow and that they're really enjoying playing football, not become a job or something that you do, go to practice Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and it just comes a job and it doesn't. It's not fun because you're hollering at the kids and they just worried about the win. They're not worried about if the children are enjoying it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, and it is what it is. My son, for he plays Pee Wee. He's 7. He's in the 7-8 team. And last year he played. He wasn't the greatest, and so he plays. I think defensive. He a lineman. He a defensive lineman, and I had noticed like at these games, like when they get like to the championship and stuff like that, that y'all that parents really do be like getting upset, going back and forth. And I'm like, man, this is a child game. Like they be hollering all in your ear, be want to go to jail. Like I'm talking about parents willing to go to jail over a child game that's supposed to be fun. Exactly. You know, so I was like, I was told that my son probably won't be able to play for his team this year, next year, because he don't want to tackle. They feel as though that this was told to me that he wasn't improving, and that you know that he can be the water boy, but I don't see him being in. I don't. When he get to the 9 and 10 years old, then I don't think he should play. It just depends on how he played this year. Yeah, this I'm gonna make this perfect. But and I don't care who get mad because he should have told. Um, and then I'm gonna go back to Mr. Hickman. And I noticed that I told my son, I was pushing my son, telling him that he had to work hard. I tell him every day, you got to improve, but then I realized like I'm taking the fun out of what my son want to do. If he ain't good at it, he ain't got to be good at it. He's just a kid. This ain't NFL. This ain't high school football. He still have an opportunity to grow. Just because I'm one of those people that believe that if you learn how to do something over time, you can become great at it. If you want to be successful at it, that's what I teach my kids. I tell my son, can't should be a part of your vocabulary. You should go out there and give it your best. If your best is you missing a tackle, or if your best is um you can't run as fast as everybody else, if you might be a little slower than everybody else, cool. At first I was hurt about it, but now, as since this happened, I don't care. Because some of these people, and I ain't talking about Mr. Hickman, I'm saying some of these people, organizations, they get these kids, that it's all about the win. It's not always about the developmental, the teaching the kids the love of the game, development of the game. Is more about if you don't play. I feel like if I pay my money, you should at least, what I'm saying. Like I might be wrong. Hey, Mitchell for F, how you doing? Um, Exactly. But some of these people had just high school that was good at high school football or played college football. Some of them play for the NFL. But at the end of the day, these are kids. It's gonna take them. I don't want to push. You don't want to push kids too much because you'll take the love of the game away. So, but what I'm saying. My thing is, like I told my son, like I said, well, what I'm saying, maybe this organization is not for you or not for us. So next year we'll be moving to another organization. So that means the people that, what I'm saying, have a little patience for somebody that may be a little bit different, or somebody organization that has a child the child. Like kind of like my son, he might take him a minute to get it, but willing to work with him, not just say he useless. I don't like that word, useless, because a child ain't useless. You can teach them anything. Over time, you can get it over time. This ain't this stuff right here. This stuff right here. Mm-mm. This happened in Texas. This happened in Texas. This man lost his life over a kids' pee wee youth football game, all because some parents got mad at the referee. Hey Jessica, hey Anastasia. Um, at a youth football game, they got mad because at the referee, and I'm about to show the video. And um, and Mr. Mitchell, I guess, was in the crowd. They were fighting and stuff like that, and um, and shots went off, and Mr. Mitchell lost his life. And they said it happened in front of his son. They got this on YouTube, y'all. This thing got 25,000 views. Like just because a parent got mad at the referee, and it's all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? The referee, y'all have to understand, the referees are human, the coaches are human, the and these people ain't getting paid. The referees get paid to ref the games, but the coaches are volunteering their time out of their life. And for this man to volunteer, he ain't getting paid for this. He ain't getting paid for this. I understand you know what I'm saying, you want your son to play or something like that. Yeah, we I feel like when you playing youth sports, and I feel like at least give a child, every kid should get a chance to play in the game, due to the fact that you don't want to just knock down the child confidence to make them feel like they're not good enough. They may not be the best at it, but still put them in the game at least one time of the game. A parent ain't coming up there just to watch you continuously play other children. At least I feel like if in a sport like this, when it's just youth and kids, especially these kids maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they're still learning the game. So why have kids sitting on the sideline that may not be great right now? Why not throw them in the game at the end of the game, but give them the opportunity to play too? You know, that's how I feel about it. I might be wrong. I know some people feel like, it's all about the win, but I just feel like sometimes it's not about the win. It's about developing relationship with the kids. It's about teaching them the fundamental of the game so they'll understand what it's like to play on a team, learn how to take wins, learn how to take losses, learn how to develop their skills enough to know that, hey, if this is something that I want to do, hey, this may not be something that I want to do, or I might need to play another position. But you never know that if you don't give them the opportunity. So y'all, let's listen to this. Listen to this. Few people winning. Let's watch that back one more time, y'all. football game. I'm just gonna ask y'all this question. Even if it's serious or not, Reese, people still gonna act a fool. People still gonna take it serious. People still, it's still people that ain't gonna do right. So it's more about the individual person. And we have to, as grown people, we have to hold ourselves at a decorum when it comes to sporting events. There should never be a chance or opportunity to feel like your safety is a concern at a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 youth football game. Now, how this happened was, Jessica, yeah, all kids should be able to play. You know what I'm saying? Like they do have a challenger league here for kids that special needs, like have autism or disabled. And then they have park and rec football, but park and rec football is flag football. I feel kind of like I threw my son out there. I should have just let him play park and rec football for a while, but I always thought he loved it. But hey, if he don't be great at it, that's fine. I will support my son if he play basketball, tennis, soccer, whatever he wants to play. I will support my child. Either way it goes, I'm his biggest cheerleader. Just because somebody says you can't doesn't mean necessarily you can't. Sometimes it's just that person doesn't see value in you because right now you're not giving them what they want. And sometimes it takes people a while to just get used to, knowing how to really be good at something. You know, a lot of people feel like kids that are my son age shouldn't even be playing tackle football. The child probably is not going to be kicked off the team. He's probably children are traumatized. I don't even know if they would want to continue the season because this was like taunt. This probably would taunt the team like for the rest of the season. Um, for the rest of the season, it probably will taunt or taunt the kids. Think about somebody shooting your dad down in front of you, all because you're mad about the referee and his call. Because sometimes, the referee don't see everything. And so, some people may be mad, you called the wrong call and this and this and this and that. So it can cause people their lives, man. I never thought something like this would take somebody's life. Hold on. Let me see what everybody's saying. They do have more see. No, it shouldn't. But yeah, it was a grown folk acting the fool, but this was at a kid's game all over a call by the ref. No, it was just grown folk just being ignorant. I do believe that. Hey TZP, in my opinion, this has to do with what I call the respect. Wow, I see your point in that, but at the end of the day, it still doesn't give. Doesn't It's still not right? Like you know, and then like this was the person that shot this man was I can't even say his name is well the cool to Mr. Talib. His last name is Talib, and he turned himself in today for shooting Mike Hickman. I can't say his first name. Ain't gonna try to attempt it. But he turned himself in for fatally shooting him. They were looking for him over the weekend. He has a brother that plays for the NFL. See, sometimes these people get family members that work play for the NFL and they think they know it all, child. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Oh, 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 hold on, y'all. What's going on? Hold on, y'all. Can y'all hear me? I don't know how it became muted. Good night, Anastasia. I hope everything goes well, honey. I have a child that has a cold, so I understand. I'll be praying uh for your healing. Hold on just a minute, y'all. I done lost everything in the chat. Hold on just a sec. Y'all can't hear me? Okay. Child, I don't know what's going on because okay. So I was talking about what TZ Peace was saying. Um, I have a friend that was telling me, Monica, you know, really these children are not developed enough to even do contact sports. They need to do more of what you're saying, build cooperative building activities because they are they are not fully developed yet because football comes with sometimes it comes with a concussion and then those concussions you get a lot of concussions it starts to become something like that something else and he was like you know kids need to be kids and I don't know I might pull my son this year and put him in karate or something just to have extracurricular or let him just play park and rec football. I don't know, but you know, I pay. You know, when you get in organizations, um, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all continue to pray for Anastasia. I'll be praying for you, Anastasia. You have a good night. Yes, that's why I say you know I don't like energy is everything. I do believe that now. Who wants to be around or be a part of people acting a fool in public? Who want to be a part of that? Who wants to see that? Yes, we see it recorded. Yes, we watch drama on TV. Yes, I do that. But do I actually want to sit there and look at us or people sitting here acting a fool at a kid's football game? No, I do not. It's like no, we're grown people. You supposed to be the example. Like even if the ref do call a bad call or do a bad call, you still be respectful. This should never. I literally think I saw somebody beat somebody with the 10-yard marker. Come on now, come on. And that's why I say, I may, if my son wants to play it when he gets older, who I may just take him out. I don't know, but if this ever happened, um, around, I don't want to be a part of no mess like this. You know what I'm saying? I know these parents are going to be afraid. That's why I guess you have to have security everywhere you go because people don't know how to act. Yeah, one bad apple will spoil it for everybody. And like, think about those kids probably gonna need counseling. Those kids gonna be traumatized. They're gonna be traumatized for a while. Due to the fact that of what they saw. Think about all the children that's out there watching the game and is traumatized because of someone not upset, someone wanted to act a fool, someone pulled a gun and shot and killed someone, and they sat there and saw it. I promise you, like honestly, they'll make you as a parent not want to have your kids at nowhere. So so y'all, everything has frozen on me. I don't know if y'all hear me or not, but give me 1 second. And then, yeah, I want to pull this man up on the screen if I can. Okay, let's go to bed. Okay, yes. Okay, I take the skinny guy in the beginning was the culprit. Yes, and that's who it was. And I guess when he went off to the side, he got mad, trying to shoot at the ref, and he shot at the and shot Mr. Hickman. And he was just probably trying to, people be trying to de-escalate the situation and be like, man, it's not that serious, man. Please don't do this at a kid's football game. So it says here that Talib is related to former NFL player to Aqib Talib. I might be saying his right name wrong. Says here he turned himself in to law enforcement on August the 15th. He was wanted on a murder charge. Says here that Hickman was fatally shot at Lancaster Community Park during a youth football game. Police said the shooting happened in front of numerous children. This is what a fellow coach said. They said it says here they took a great person who wanted to help the community and wanted to better us as people. Friends and fellow coach Heath Mays said, always happy, upbeat, good father. This is his picture right here. Hold on. I'll play the video just a second. And it says here that um and he always stood up for what's right. It says here that it was showed on social media showing a fight, and then you hear gunshots going off. So yeah, this happened. It says here that according to court records, the Talib guy has been arrested in the past on several charges from assault with a deadly weapon to child criminal negligence. So this ain't his first time. In 2017, Talib was arrested in Dallas County, knocking out a pregnant racetrack employee after the two got into an argument over cigars. Listen to this, y'all. It says here that he was booked for unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon in drug charges in 2021. Why he out? The question is why he out. And on April the 15th, he was charged with murder of Mr. Hickman, and his bond is set for $1 million, and he's charged with the violation of probation, assault causing bodily injury. So yeah, his tail should have been in jail. Yeah, for sure. Yes, his tail should have been in jail. They should have never let him out. Um, I'm trying to get his picture up, y'all. Um, but the I'm gonna get his picture up now. I'm gonna let you guys listen to this so y'all know who he looks, what he looks like. But if he had all those charges, he hit a pregnant racetrack employee. He don't care about no woman, no man, no nothing. He just out here and don't care. He don't care. He just out here and just don't care who he hurt and what he do. Exactly. He Trisha said, I'm glad that he didn't come to the store that I worked at. Child. Y'all, I am sorry for the video freezing. Let me these people like this man done hit women and pregnant women and everything. Like he don't really care. His name is Yakub Salik Talib. Possession of a firearm by. Okay, y'all. Let me see if I can get this up. Let me just be patient with it. I want to know what you doing at a youth football game, and you already got child criminal negligence charge. So he's been doing this before, child. That's my thing. Is why are you around children and you that dangerous? Just listen to this. I hopefully you guys can see this. This ain't. I'm on the press play.
A felon in drug charges. Right. Talim is the brother of former NFL player Aqib Talim. He's accused of shooting and killing coach Mike Hickman during a 9 and under football league game Saturday. This cell phone video shot by someone who witnessed the violence surfaced on social media showing the fight, and then you hear shots go off.
Shocking for the fight, no, but shooting, yes, that was too extreme. I wasn't expecting that.
Police say Talim started shooting after an argument turned into a fight between the opposing coaches and officiating crews.
It took away a great person that would want to help the community and better us as a person.
Hickman's family released this statement saying, quote, Mike was an amazing husband, son, father, grandfather, brother, friend, and coach. Our family is grieving. Right now, we don't see an end to our grief, but what I know for sure is we will find a way to move forward. We don't have a choice. We miss him immensely. We always will. We will love him forever. According to court records, Talim has been arrested in the past on several charges from assault with a deadly weapon to child criminal negligence. In 2017, Talim was arrested in Dallas County for allegedly knocking out a pregnant racetrack employee after the two got into an argument over cigars. In Dallas, Alexis Wainwright, CBS 11 News.
All right, y'all. So, what do you guys think about this? Like, what are you guys' thoughts and opinion, man? I'm gonna drop the link if you want to come on here and say something. I just wanted to give you guys like my thoughts on it because I feel like there should be no weapons at a youth football game. These are babies playing, trying to learn a sport and trying to, be great at something, trying to give something to the children instead of running the streets with guns and drugs and alcohol. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And TZP, I understand what you get with that, and that makes plenty of sense. You know, um, I get what you're saying. So I get exactly what you're saying. I get exactly because I get exactly what you're saying. He's saying if competing against each other, humiliating each other, knocking each other out, defeating each other is celebrated and working together and respecting one another. It's not you get what you got. Right. That's why you have to teach the children to be sport, like enjoy the sport. Never get too cocky because you can lose, and you have to teach them to be what they call it show sportsmanship. I'm saying it right. Show sportsmanship to where if you lose, shake your other man's hand and say good game, and and enjoy the game. Don't make it about yourself or the coaches or the referees or the parents. Make it about the kids. Let them enjoy it. You ain't got to taunt nobody. You know, I don't know. You know, I just feel like there should never been a time that someone should bring a gun to a child. I don't care if it's a sporting event, like a basketball, football, soccer. Because, like, when you're playing high school football, they have security on deck at a high school football game. They really do. And I think that's probably what's going to happen for youth league, too. It's the best thing is to have security at youth football game, maybe armed security, the police child. Because these people are crazy. Y'all, I swear to God, like my son them they won the championship last year, and we had like whoever the like we do Pontotoc County, um, we played Lafayette County. Y'all don't know them, but okay, so we playing all these counties, and like Pontotoc County is our rival county. So this lady, like, she was like sitting right up for me, and she was like going off about her child. Like she said, "Go, like like everybody was sitting on the same side because everybody like this. Some people feel like this is a youth sporting game. Should everybody should be able to sit on one side and it'll be all right, y'all." This woman was screaming and hollering in my ear. I ended up with a headache, and she called her husband and told him to get his bail money out because she about to go to jail because if they don't win, it's gonna be a problem. I was like, Lord, not over kids game. Yeah, it be getting that serious for real. I have experienced it. I have heard it, and I have made it up in my mind. I ain't going that whole. I will encourage my child. I will root my child to try his best. But if he ain't great at football, hell, oh well. I'm not. I'm gonna push him to push back or whatever. But if he ain't the greatest at this because of stuff like this, you're just supposed to cheer for your team and move on, child. I don't know when it becomes to like having beef with the opposite team just because you feel like they cheating or they have a child that may be a little more better than your child. So it can get just that ugly. You know, um, it can definitely get that ugly. Y'all, I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna have to exit and come back out. All right, y'all. So I don't know what happened to my background. It'll come back. Look, I'm in my living room. But there you go. But I don't know if y'all heard that or what I was saying or not. But I feel is we have to teach our children, no matter what, to be stewardess of just accepting wins and accepting losses because in life itself, we're going to face wins, we're going to take losses, but we have to know how to deal with those things. We can't. When things don't go our way, we can't shoot and kill everybody or make the decision to go fight somebody just because things are not going our way. We have to teach our children how to be stewardess of not being toxic, not being confrontational, and knowing how to handle situations, a win, or how to entertain a loss, because those things are going to happen in life. Um, but I just hate that this man lost his life over something so senseless due to the fact that um, somebody wanted to got mad because at the opposing team and wanted to shoot and fight because he didn't get his way, because he wanted his son. I guess somebody tackled his son or the ref made a wrong call. He felt like the ref didn't make a good call, but at the end of the day, it's just a kid's game. It ain't that serious. And I'm gonna carry that with me for till my son finish playing football. Because you paying all this money, like we have to pay like $150. I know that's a lot of money. It was hard to come by this year. $150 for your child to play on the football team. Think about it. All those kids, you paid $150 and somebody done shot up the dang football, the football practice. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody shut up the game. And you done paid all this money out for, getting new cleats, spending your 4 days out of your life at a football field. Child. Mm-mm. As long as my son want to do it, I do it. But if he decide he doesn't, we'll find something else. I'm not, you don't. Some people just have this mentality that, oh, my child gonna play in the NFL. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna let my child play whatever sports he want to play. If he ain't good at it, we'll play something else. I'm not gonna profess because they don't understand the dedication. And people don't understand the dedication and stuff that you have to have to play football all your life and play and have you got to still get in your books and stuff like that. And it ain't all that because I see a lot of people that a lot of men that play football. They deal with a lot of mental issues from having concussions. Because I remember there was a story that I did where I think it was in Florida somewhere that this man, this football player, this NFL player, had shot up his he had a mental he had CTE, whatever they call it. And he had killed the doctor, his wife, just went up in there and killed everybody. And I'm like, wow, just like wow, like what I'm saying? Like I had talked about what this guy named that Chad Wheeler. I done talked about several NFL stars that NFL players that have like abused women and stuff like that. These child, please. Mm-mm. Sometimes what I'm saying. Being famous comes with a lot. Um, but you know, just pray for his Mr. Hickman family. Um, I do want to tell you guys an update on. Y'all remember I had did a story on this lady. Her name was Linda Fricky. Y'all remember her? Linda Fricky. If y'all don't know, I'm gonna pull her picture up on the screen so y'all know. I'm gonna do an update, then I'm gonna go. Linda Fricky is not. Um, I'm gonna be honest. It is not like. It's not, because you have to, like, you can't have no fear. You got to be you have to not be afraid to tackle someone. You have to have good mental health. That means you can't shut down when things are not going, like, you. It's hard work and dedication. I definitely want to say that. Just, you know what I'm saying. What's taught on that football field? Sometimes bullying is taught too. I honestly do see that. I see that, but I don't say nothing. But I see it. But I definitely want to say this. Everybody got their um in every situation, in every team, everybody always got their favorites or their picks, or that they just want to just play in the game. And then they have the ones that they just give the sloppy seconds to. And I used to be, when I was told what I was told, and I may have been wrong for it, I told my son the truth. I told my son, I said, they feel like you are not capable of playing. I told my son that they just feel like you just worth sloppy seconds. And I said, you are worth more than that. You are worth more than that. Um, I said, you can do anything that, uh, and maybe that's what I put him in right now. I don't know. Um, but I have friends that have kids in like taekwondo and stuff like that. I may get my baby in that. I'll see what this football stuff do this year. But this kind of like opened my eyes to, like, when I was told what I was told, I kind of was like discouraged, because I'm like, you trying to say my son can't grasp this concept? But it wasn't that my son didn't grasp the concept. He just needed a little more help. And that, with me saying that saying this, me saying he just needed somebody. Like, I had me and his dad, his dad works with him now to kind of help develop himself. He had to just figure out his leg coordination. And he lacked self-confidence. I feel like football don't teach your child self-confidence. It really does. It really don't. It don't teach your child self-confidence. You have to instill that in your child. I know that for sure. But I tell my son every time he get out on that field, son, you do the best you can. And if your best ain't good enough, then that's fine. You tried. That's what matters. Um, and I told him, some people you have to prove wrong. And I did say that I'm one of those people. I like to prove people wrong when they say I can't do something. I work hard at it. This is what I tell my son. I say I work hard at it so I can show them I can do anything I put my mind to, and you can too. I say you don't let nobody make you feel like you're a failure, because you're not. I say you just one of those people that have to work a little bit harder to get it. But I said that doesn't make you inadequate. Um, he understood what I was saying, but I just like to, you know, just I just made the decision. I'm gonna speak life into my son, even if people don't see him being the greatest football player of all time at 7 years old. Child, whatever, whatever. Um, hold on, y'all. I don't know. I kind of made this personal. I'm sorry, y'all, but I know me. My son hasn't played no more than 2 years. My son is 7 years old, and I know, being out there last year for 1 year, how ugly it can get. People are tripped. So y'all, this is Linda Fricky. Hold on. This is Linda Fricky, y'all. So, as you guys remember, Linda Fricky was the woman that we talked about earlier part of this year, that these four teams. They were 17. Um, they were 17, 16, 15, and 15. They all been charged with second degree murder, and that carries a sentence of life in prison with the possibility of parole. What happened was Miss Linda was forced out of her sports vehicle on March the 21st, and it says here that she was pepper sprayed, punched, and kicked. No, Honoree, the one of the kids. Let's see who is Honoree. This is a girl. It says here one of the children sprayed, punched, and kicked. I didn't know all this happened, child. And when I was reporting on it, it says here that one of the children pepper sprayed, punched, and kicked Miss Fricky, while another child slid into the passenger seat and hit Miss Fricky until she fell to the ground. They said here that the Miss Fricky was caught in the driver's side seatbelt, was dragged alongside the SUV, and for a block before she died. It says here her arm was severed from her body, and a coroner's report revealed that she died of blunt force trauma. It says here that um, one of the children slipped behind the wheel, another one who had alleged acted as a lookout, and another one hopped in the back seat, and another got out the vehicle within seconds. It says here that they have set these children's bond. It says here the Orleans Parish Criminal District Court judge on this past Friday rejected their defense attorney's attempt to significantly reduce their bonds of the 14s from 1 million to as little as $50,000. The judge said, "I believe the bond amount is sufficient and I will not reduce it." It says here that the um, Judge Holmes also denied a motions by prosecutors to hold the teams without bond, even as she noted that this case is likely the most serious case she has been a judge of. It says here that the three children defense attorney argued the gruesome nature of Freaky death doesn't undo my client's right to have a fair bond set in this matter. It says here that the they said that the teenagers' bonds are egregiously high, not only because of their ages, but their inability to pay for this high bond. Um, listen, y'all. Um, it says here that let me go. It says here that Gregory Cardi, who represents one of the teams, said the teenagers' $1 million bond is at least as twice as high, if not four times as high, as bonds given to adults accused of murder in New Orleans. It says here Matthew Durbis, the chief of trials for the Orleans Parish District Attorney Office, said the teenagers should be held without bond because they pose a danger to the community. He cited the random nature of the crime. They showed no fear, showed no apprehension into committing a crime like this in broad daylight in front of cameras. Lord, they just doing the stupidest stuff. One of the another teenager's attorney, William Boggs, did not ask for his client bond to be reduced. He asked only that one of the teenagers, uh oh, let me go back. Now they're just not doing the bond here. Jeez. But he, do y'all think that this judge is wrong for not forgiving these children that done robbed this lady, punched this lady, pepper sprayed this lady, done drug her down the highway for 1 block, deserves a bond, a reasonable bond, or do they deserve this $1 million bond? They have no remorse for what they did. They supposed to be in school. But this teenagers um asked Mr. Boss asked that only that honoree not to be held without bond. It says here we're obviously in a different position than the rest of the defendants in the same hours long hearings. A judge also denied the attempt to suppress evidence collected by New Orleans Police Department, including clothing they believe was worn by the alleged attackers during the crime. Following the hearing, it says here Fricky's sister-in-law, Kathy Richards, stood beside more than a dozen family members and and said, "So far, justice is working." She added that the uh, judge decision to keep the teenagers high bonds will show a generation there are consequences to what you do. That's true. And at the same time, Freaky's sister, Jenny Griffin, said she had a message for young people. I would say to any child, stay in school, get a job, buy a car, and that's what we did. Anyone can do it. So the trial is scheduled for April the 3rd of 2033. Um, so all I gotta say is, if you do the time, you do the crime, you gotta pay the crime. You gotta do it. Y'all need to sit there and think about what you did. If you are showing no remorse for like pushing this woman out of her own vehicle, taking it, pepper spraying her, kicking her, and doing all that, and then her arms severed from her body and she bled out on the street, and y'all just feel like y'all deserve a lower bond. They're probably gonna try these kids as adults. 2023. Sorry, they're gonna charge these children as adults. You know what I'm saying? They should have never made the decision that they made to sit up there and rob somebody when you're supposed to be in school trying to get your education. Honey, we got to pray for our children. We got to be the examples for our children. Like, I don't remember my mom and dad them acting like this. Or you know what I'm saying? We used to like, I don't whoop my kids as much as I should whoop my children, but I teach my kids respect. I be trying to teach my kids the the way to go about how to respect the adults and be a respectful person. Don't There are consequences for everything that you do in life. Um, they are, they are, and I teach my children that no matter what, you know, always have good character because your character speaks for itself. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't bully nobody. And if you can help somebody, help them. Um, they probably will, Craig. And how you doing? If they do make a example out of them, I feel like they should, because they know better. They know better than to do that. That was just the stupidest decision to do in broad daylight in front of a camera. That was just stupid. They just stupid. I just gotta say it. It was just a stupid decision. It was stupid. It was a stupid decision. It was a stupid decision. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Oh, I'm a bit sleepy, but I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Um, I do. Oh, y'all, I don't know if I should show this video, y'all, but this was a tragic incident that happened in Chicago. I gotta find the video though. It was this tragic incident that had happened in Chicago where the police was driving. This happened on the police officer's security camera. Listen to the story before y'all go. And it was people that was standing out on the street. Two was like a couple of guys standing out on the street. They were play fighting or whatever. It looked like they were play fighting. Um, and then all of a sudden, y'all, oh my God, it's this car that flew out, just flew out of nowhere and knocked several of those men off everywhere. Like it was like three men that lost their life that Saturday night. Yeah, three men lost their lives Saturday night in Chicago. Y'all look up that story because that happened. And it was another story of this young girl that got shot in the head. See, we reporting on the news. You don't get no sleep. That's why I'm sleeping today. Um, she got shot in the head. Had a baby in the car. She just came from a club. She got shot in the head. Had a child in the car, and ran into a tree and died. It's just so much. Yeah, that was crazy. Like I was like, man, look at that. These some crazy stories that be happening, y'all. Like, and then I yesterday I wanted to do the live on the lady that plowed into those people and killed a pregnant lady, a baby, her baby daddy, and a couple more children. We might look into that on tomorrow because I supposed to been did a live on it. But anyway, y'all, that's all that I have. Make sure you thumbs up on your way out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Um, and make sure you turn the notification bells. Make sure you turn the notification bells for all. And if you want to be a member, click the link in the description box, please. You're welcome. Thank you, TZP. If there's nothing else, y'all, have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.